Having ignored and left unanswered the mass hysteria on the 9th in their Discord, the developers of Dark and Darker, a few days later, suddenly showed a new 10-minute gameplay video of the updated Goblin Cave solo map. They didn't even announce this video on their Discord. All of the changes I'm going to talk about are subjective, and some of them may be due to, for example, the developer's individual graphics settings or even mechanics that will eventually be abandoned and we won't see them. First of all, it seems that the skeleton model was lightened somewhat. Also, for those who choose a skeleton character model, they made an appropriate icon to remind them of this. Because choosing a skeleton as a skin gives you a bonus resistance to magic damage +10, but more vulnerability to physical damage -20. That may have changed by the time you watch this video, so keep your eyes peeled. Also, as you might have replaced, added a new interior location. Notice the new skill for the Bard class. Also now highlighted slot selected weapon. Slightly changed the stats Bard. Added new fire and stone traps. Also in the upper right corner, the developers have hidden logs, probably to save players who have secret access to the game right now from unnecessary questioning, and hid the map. Some players have already started a rumor that the video in the nickname SDF developer is only 19 characters. The nickname repeats, which means that this is a hint at the 19th of the month. The nickname is repeated 6 times, so it is the 6th month, June. There will also be a Games to Be festival on Steam from June 19th from 8 p.m. to June 23rd until 8 p.m. Although, I don't need to remind you that at this point the game has been removed from Steam due to a Nexon complaint. By the way, the developer's official Discord, according to many fans of the game, has long been infiltrated by bots that track Ironmace's every move, as well as sowing resentment in the community. This is not surprising, because even me from game to game follows my own bunch of haters and try to crap on, pretending to be super adequate, purely friendly guys, and when you catch them in the act, include Joker Siriuses, who absolutely do not care about anything and do not understand what we are talking about at all. A primitive defensive reaction. Now, if even against me, a humble little YouTuber, mentally ill people have been organizing such intrigues and stuff for years, then what about multi-billion-dollar corporations? Of course, Ironmace enemies can afford professional haters if they want to. It is for this reason that Ironmace cannot speak publicly and openly to the community as they have done in the past. By implication, we can also assume that there is something personal and not just thoughts of commercial gain involved in the conflict between Ironmace and Nexon. I would also like to warn you against donating to any copies of Dark and Darker. There have been reports online that one of the DD clones collected development donations and then disappeared. So don't dare send money to anyone for Dark and Darker clones. In general, the developers from Ironmace are trying to maintain interest in the game and show at least some progress, which means they have not dropped their hands. It remains to be hoped that gameplay videos are not all we will see in the next few months or even years. This is one of those rare occasions when I so wish the tinfoil cap followers, the followers of the conspiracy theory and the cult about the sudden release of the game were right. And what secret or not so secret messages you found in the developer's video, and what do you think about it all?